Previously on Duct Tapers Anonymous.
Apart from doing mine, my neighbor Maurice also brought his in. He's got some more serious problems.
Now that's a snowblower who's got problems. Cheers.
So many problems. Lots of rust and loose parts. It was pretty much starting to fall apart. The security key was held to the snowblower with a length of tape, and some cables possibly needed to be tied down. And then there was this. I never heard of the Dirty Hand Tools brand before. Not as daring a name and slogan as those work gloves hanging next to the cash registers at one of my suppliers. Their slogan is better than nothing. First off, one of the wheels had its tire stem ripped off. I found a way of replacing it without removing the wheel. It was really jammed on its axle. You can see this in a previous video, just follow the link. As a side note, one of my viewers pointed out that I should have used a shorter valve stem for the smaller rim size. Honestly, I didn't even know there were different stem lengths, so thank you. It's good to know. But I guess the most daunting task was that completely rusted and busted underplate and all that rust on the backside. But much like myself, Maurice uses his snowblower maybe a dozen times during the winter, and then we store them and we completely forget these machines even exist. The way I think is as long as it works well enough, good enough, and as long as it works when you need it, even better. Okay, I've got to remove the bottom plate to get to whatever it is that's making the transmission slip. The reverse doesn't work, and it pretty much only runs at one speed. Okay. Spring here. There's a broken spring. Okay, this is what I'm seeing right now. I don't really know this stuff, but by looking at it, then there are certain basic principles. Okay, there is right here, I got my flashlight in my mouth, this spring right here. Couldn't figure out where it went, but I do know that this, would you call this a flywheel? No, it's called a friction wheel. Shouldn't be touching, so there should be something pushing it back unless you pull this cable, pulls it back, which is attached to this handle here, right? So that means this spring probably attached to here, and this seems to be bent out of shape also. There, that'll help. Yeah, so this spring probably right here. So this would go there. So let's try to find an identical spring. Spiral. This is close, but small. Another identical small one, but I think we can get this to work. Yeah, because this way too big. Well, that's what I have here. I'm sure I could go shopping for one. Let's start with this. Same spring diameter. It's just the loops on the new one are smaller, but I can get that to fit somehow. And I'll keep this one, and I'll buy another one for Maurice. Don't want to break it. I'll get the right sizing for this after. Okay. Now part of it would attach here and then here. Okay. So that's what's snapped off. I think this just needs a bit of, okay, it will fit. It just needs to be opened up a bit. This loop here. And the other loop around here, I will use a length of galvanized steel, and I'll make a loop out of it. And we'll hook it around that way. Let's wrap this around. Hairpins. Closest I got. This is the smallest one. Yeah, well, close enough. I'm sure this will fit. That is pretty darn close. And it will fit. You know you want to go there. Ah, wonderful. Spring is attached partly. Now we just need to hook this up here. How's the tension on this? Oh, it's nice. Okay. Will not get in the way. Oh, that's good. Shit, that's good. There we go. Now there's this base plate. I'm thinking we'll flatten it out a bit, and then I've got some metal here. Just trace out the bottom, and we'll use rivets. Yeah, just put another plate on the bottom to protect this one for a while.
hole here. I guess that's a drain. I see another hole here for some reason and here. Okay. And we'll fold it up right about. Bye to that excess piece. We'll start with a step drill. That does amazing work. Also rips your fingers off if you're not careful. How does it rip off your fingers? When you tighten it like this. That's good. And this one. I'm not sure if we need to notch this out. And then I realize that that's that leeway right here. So yeah, I have to take that out. Pop rivets. Beautiful. So 2 rivets. That'll last another year, right? Yeah.
Another little fix I did, the angle of the snowblower chute is controlled by a cable resembling a bicycle's brake cable. Unfortunately, this part had seized up with rust over the years, so I figured the optimal angle for the chute and jammed it in place. It's a permanently temporary fix.
Let me give it a little shot of paint. Oh, it's good. Good old primer.
Yeah, just a bit of primer as a layer of protection on that metal plate.
It'll sort of blend in with the rust. Right? That's the prettiest thing. There we go. And we'll open up some doors.
The snowblower is mostly controlled by levers and cables, and they're all adjustable to put more tension and pressure where needed. A small adjustment, and now all the speeds work, including reverse. So I'd call this a win. Cheers.